Hello and welcome to the wizardry world of Harry Potter and finding faith in it. As we go again with another cultural icon that has, through the early 2000s and late 1990s, swept the world by storm in J.K. Rowling's series. It's an interesting thing, the wizarding world. We find that there are wizards, and as Draco Malfoy says, Potter, you'll soon learn that some wizarding families are better than others, and you'll want to hang out with us if you want to be with the right crowd. And then we hear that there are muggles, non-magic users in the human world. There's a world that exists at platform 9 3/4, and then there's the rest of the humanity that exists without knowing that magic really exists. These wizards and witches hiding in plain sight with magic. But then we see something really horrible. In an exchange with Draco Malfoy, this purebred, pure-blood family of pure magic history and pure blood running through their veins, their lineage. And Draco's in class, and Hermione Granger, who is Muggle, human, non-magic family parentage. And we hear Draco snap, "No one asked for your opinion, you filthy mudblood." And it's the first time that term, that ugly prejudice, is used. But we know it's pretty bad, whatever it is. And Hermione later, through the tears of being hurt, has to tell Harry and Ron just what it means. That it's a derogatory term used for those who are not of the pure wizarding families. And it leads me to my last person in this Harry Potter series, one that I'm sure you're surprised had to wait until this moment, but Albus Dumbledore, the head master of Hogwarts. Dumbledore has a unique character because he's both very flawed, and he's also a father-like figure who looks out for Harry in many ways. And he makes a lot of mistakes along the way as well. But in relation to two different peoples getting along, he says, "Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic, capable of both influencing injury and remedying it." Wise words from the professor headmaster. We hear the old adage, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me." And I'd ask you, can you remember something hurtful somebody called you back on the school bus, in the 7th or 8th grade cafeteria, or in the locker room? Can you remember somebody who you cared for saying something so horrible to you that it broke your heart and hit you like a slap across the face? Much more so than if they had kicked you in the nether regions or punched you in the face. No, our words, that adage isn't true. Words can sting, they can bite, they can wound the soul. And we have this strong dynamic in the world of Harry Potter of those who have been made to feel less by the words and actions of those who feel superior. In the book of Thessalonians, it talks about building each other up and encouraging each other, giving life through the words we use to honor God and to encourage our brothers and sisters. The book of Ephesians says the same thing. Build each other up, encourage one another in the body of Christ. Because the writer of that book knows that it's so easy to tear somebody apart with a careless word, or with something derogatory, or even a slip of the tongue. But it's so much more life-giving to encourage, to say, "I see something in you that perhaps you haven't seen that's beautiful. This outward and visible sign that I see in God's hand in your life that perhaps you've missed. It took somebody in my life to tell me, hey, kid, we heard you speak in church at the youth service today, and you should think about becoming a pastor. Yeah, right. No, really. And it took 4 or 5 people in my home church saying something like that before I thought, what do they see that I don't? Maybe I should listen to them. Maybe there's something to their words of encouragement, these words that have been meant to build me up. Words matter. Language matters. How we speak of those who are close to us and how we speak of those who we can't stand. In Rowling's wizardry world, Dumbledore has hit the nail on the head. It's not the size of the wand or the one who wields it or boasts about it that makes a powerful magician. It's the heart of the person and the character that makes them who they are. By the way, that's Dumbledore's quote, more or less, not mine. And for all of us, as we conclude this series on Harry Potter and the wizarding world, just think about this last character. And the final thing that I'd leave you with Dumbledore is, as perhaps those who are best suited to power are those who have never sought it. Don't pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living. And above all, those who choose to live without love. That'll preach. Thank you, Headmaster. And thank you for listening to this daily devotion on the world and the good news as we find it in the world of Harry Potter.